Go ahead.
Hold on, I'm gonna stop share and I'm gonna share again because I was just sharing the I'm gonna share screen one. Sorry.
There it go.
All right, ready? You ready for this?
I can't believe he said that.
He said it, bro. Look at this. Look at this. This is terrible.
I'm going on mute.
And many Africans.
Hold on. You know what I'm gonna do? While that's going, let me pull up what it says. I'm gonna pull up the painting, and we're gonna I got it right here. Okay, foundation painting. Okay, here we go. Man,
yeah, that guy's a knight. That's a knight.
Now, this anonymous painting depicts life in Lisbon, Portugal in the 1500s. During this time, the Jews who embraced Christianity were forced to wear a red cross on their upper garment.
No, they wouldn't. They were forced to wear a yellow badge during this time.
Jews.
A yellow badge, you say, right?
Yep, because you can see it on these guys in the red hats.
Now let's check it out. Let's get to the man that's being talked about in this painting here, right?
Mm-hmm. That's a knight.
What's his name again?
João de Pascoal, something like that.
Yeah, it's a big name. He's big. He's a big deal.
You right, let's get biblical. You would think they would get tired, but they keep lying through their face.
Here's the man right here.
Yep.
That's him, Joe.
João. It's Portuguese. It's Portuguese, so it's João de Sá. João de Sá.
And they call him Pancho.
He was a black African and employee of King John III of Portugal, who was eventually elevated from court jester, the gentleman of the royal household.
Yep, he was big deal.
Oh.
And he has the cross there. We see he has the cross of. I mean, like they lied straight up, said that this man was forced to wear this. He's on a horse. Let me tell you something.
That's a knight.
He's wearing it proudly.
But look at, the thing about it is people miss the whole point. There's so much multicultural going on in this painting.
Yes. Let's go there, Brian. You're right. Let's go there. So let's go back to that painting, and this is the painting here. Now, check this out. This is what's crazy about it. Notice here. It says here, one, Jewish constables among several other Jewish men and women can be seen detaining a thief or drunk. Do you see that?
Yes.
Now let's look at the painting. Y'all ever play Where's Waldo?
Yes.
Let's find the Jews.
Okay.
Taking away a drunk. And Brian, you can find yellow badges. Where are they? Here they go.
Stay on the side.
Here they go, right here on the side. What?
Right there.
Wait a minute. Yellow badges.
Then you got one of them Acidic Jews right there walking with a cane right next to him.
Yeah, he's right here. This man over here.
That's that right there. He's got this knight, the Pancho. He's got a sword on him.
Yep. What is a slave doing with a sword? No,
that's not.
He
ain't no slave.
Yeah,
he's a big deal.
Yeah, he is. That's why he's walking with such importance. Just going through there with the horses. Notice that everybody that has horses seem to be some pretty important people here.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Told you, I told you, brother. He just lied through that. Kevin brought that up.
Let's see. You go right up above him, you see people dancing. It's all kinds of stuff going on here.
Yeah, you can see people dancing. But actually, that's the point of the painting. If you look at what it actually says, it talks about all that. if the king's foundation it makes a point. It means this is the state of the kingdom at this time.
Mm-hmm.
So it depicts a scene set around Chafariz de El Rey in Lisbon, the capital of the then Kingdom of Portugal, painted during the late 16th century. The work features images associated with the wealth and power of the burgeoning Portuguese Empire, trade goods from Japan, Goya, and various African kingdoms are seen, as are African slaves and free Africans.
That's that Silk Road, Brother
Jewish
Brian, you was
constables.
talking about earlier.
Can be seen containing a thief or a drunk. It's already been what you call a plus. If you look at it, look at this. It's actually referenced. The medieval painting hints at ties between blacks and Jews.
They had a lot of ties with each other.
Right.
Wow.
So if you look at, this is another article we haven't even read yet.
Here we go. The anonymous 16th century painting who recorded a scene of everyday life at the King's Fountain, Chafariz de El Rey, Lisbon, depicted an impressive range of people and animals. In addition to a swan, a seal, fish, horses, dogs, birds, the artist also includes more than 150 human figures. There's so much going on in this busy scene along Lisbon port that Jonathan Spicer, the James A.
Monaghan, curator of Renaissance.
Art of Walter Art Museum in Baltimore, can be forgiven for intentionally overlooking the important details. Only after she finished working on the exhibition catalog did Spicer notice how many Jews appear in the work. Wow.
Yep.
The artist depicts at least a half a dozen Jewish men. The women's religious identities are more difficult to discern, including 2 Jewish policemen. What? Hauling away a black man who appears, according to the wall text, to be drunk and sheepish. The latter figure, several other African, explains the painting's appearance in the exhibit. Revealing the African presence in the Renaissance Europe, which is at the Walters through January 21st. It subsequently travels to the Princeton University Art Museum, where it will be shown from February 16th to June 9th. I really unaware of the presence of so many Jews in the painting until I began to blow up details of the photo in preparation for installing the work, says Spicer, who recognized the Jewish figure from research she conducted for a 1996 article, The Star of David and Jewish Culture in Paraguay around 1600. I know of certainly, 1600, which appears in the Journal of Walter Art Gallery. This is the only image I know of certainly painting from this period the purports to show Jews from life. Painting of everyday life were popular in Flanders, but not in Portugal. So the anonymous painter was probably a famished visitor inspired by the urban scene, according to Spicer. The painting is not only unprecedented for the portrayal of so many Jews who have long beards, flat berets, and yellow circle there go them badges, affixed to their clothes. Per Charles, I'm sorry.
No, we good. I'm just going to go ahead and show this. There it is, right there. There it is, right there.
Per Charles the Fifth rule of
So there's a source here.
Uh-oh.
We see that who have long beards, flat berets, and yellow circlets affixed to their clothes per Charles V's ruling.
Mm-hmm.
It was the law.
Mm-hmm.
Here's something else that's crazy, Cherry.
Mm-hmm.
You ready for it?
Mm-hmm.
Look at these references to the yellow badge that Jews had to wear throughout history.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is the one that they wore in periods of Nazi Germany.
Mm-hmm.
But look at these illustrations here of Jews. This was from 1277.
What?
No, it goes back further than that. They used to have a yellow hat in when they lived in Muslim countries.
This is from Germany in 15th century.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah, they wore yellow. They wore yellow badges or either yellow hats.
Now, what does that say right there?
Jewesses?
Yes. This is a picture of a Jew in what time? 16th century.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, this is the painting that we're looking at from what? 16th century.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. In the 1500s, but also for its depiction of so many African figures. Jews and blacks lived in the Quartermanius neighborhoods. Right here, Jews and blacks live.
Where you at?
Right under the 1500s. Jews and blacks.
Jews and blacks lives in the Quartermanius. Let's see what that means. Having the same boundaries or extent in space, time, or meaning. So that means that they lived in boundary neighborhoods. Meaning, this is where they get the term where we say ghetto.
Yep.
So they lived in segregated. So in other words, this word right here actually means segregated as well.
Mm-hmm.
Neighborhoods at the port, which considered less desirable real estate. There you go. Although medieval Jewish law isn't even a minor focus of the exhibit, a comparison can be made between approaches to slavery under Jewish and European law. Jewish law permits several forms of slavery, but as the help me up with that one.
Maimonides.
There you go.
Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Recorded in the Law of Slaves 9:8 in the Mishnah Torah. Okay, so that's the Mishnah. The early wise men had their servants fed before they themselves ate and shared the same menu as their slaves. Jewish masters are even charged with speaking calmly to their slaves and controlling their anger, for they are both children of the same God.
Wow. This sounds a lot like the language we read in James, where it says, watch your mouth because men were made in the similitude of God.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Viewers who read go ahead, Brother Brian.
No, I'm waiting.
Viewers who read the wall texts at the Walter learned that though Africans were sold as slaves to Europe, their children were free. What? That's why many of the African figures in the 16th century paintings are identifiable by their capes as free men. One who may be João de Sá Penasco, who worked his way up from slave and jester to gentleman, is shown riding a horse and wearing the symbol of the Order of St. James.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Santiago means. Saint James. It's an order of the saint or Saint James. James of the sword, a religious and military order founded in the 12th century. Benayah. When were people forced to be in a religious military order of high ranking?
None. That was an honor.
Deal.
That's like somebody coming to me and forcing me to go to Yale or Harvard.
That's a big deal there. He worked his way up to it. He was originally like someone that goes in and makes people laugh.
Right. And this is why there was actually a lot of blacks who actually embraced this type of stuff. If you look at Alexander Dumas, right? He was a French writer, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's black. But what did he write? The Three Musketeers, The Man in the Iron Mask, The Count of Monte Cristo. They upheld this stuff. But his parents, Thomas Alexander Dumas, was what? A black nobility as well, who also rode a horse and was in high ranking with the military and the church.
Mm-hmm.
In France. So a lot of black nobility worked themselves up to high ranks, just like in America. You see President Barack Obama. You see Colonel Colin Powell. You see people in high ranking in military, in church, and in state. But their past, it's the same thing. History is just repeating itself, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what they wore. This is early. I was trying to find one that's pointed back in the Islamic, the Ottoman Empire. It says early in the 12th century, a new wave of Muslim fundamentalists arose in the Atlas Mountains, created the dynasty of Zealots, the Almohads. Their aim was to stamp out Islamic corporation and backsliding. But in the process, they extinguished Christian communities which had existed in Northwest Africa for nearly a millennium. Jews, too, were given a choice between conversion and death. The Almohads carried this fanaticism into Spain from the year 1146. Synagogues, yeshivat, were shut down as under Visigoth Christian. Jews converted at sword point often practiced their religion secretly and distrusted by the Muslims. They were forced to wear a special blue tunic which observed wide sleeves and instead of a turban, a long blue cap in the shape of a donkey's back saddle. If you were spared this garb and special sign of infamy called the shakila, their clothes, though normal in cut, had to be in yellow in color. They were forbidden to trade except in small scale. The splendid Jews settlements of southern Spain did not survive this persecution, at least in any old dignity and grandeur. Many Jews fled north into Christian territory. Others moved into Africa in search of a more tolerant Muslim rulers.
Remember he also came out with that thing saying that Nasi Yaya means Negro.
Yeah.
We looked that up. And we found out that the reason why that particular Jew got the name Negro or black was because he took over the Moors' houses.
Yep. You might want to show Brother Brian that.
All right, let's look that up.
Brother Brian, it's about to get real. Oh God. It's really about to go down.
All right, so check this out. See, notice this. Also known as Yahya or Jiaya, Negro, Ibn Yasar. So they try to say that this was a Negro because he has black in it. Was a Sephardi Jew. This is his. Oh, by the way, this is a. I meant to show y'all this. This is Sephardi Jews, right?
Right.
This is a statue of a Sephardic Jew, a philosopher.
Yeah, that's Mama. What's his name? He's the one that codified the Talmud and all of that. I got this.
You ready to see? You ready to see his painting?
Yep. He looks almost Asian a little bit.
Oh,
Mama Heidi's. He was,
and guess what? He was
super smart.
Super smart, very brilliant guy. He was born 500 years before the whole thing even was going down in Portugal. He is not. I can see where they call him swarthy, like the description was that they gave these people. They weren't black Africans. Here's a picture of one.
So later defined the Maimonides in the Judaic code. In any case, it is not clear that Jews had the right to carry the death sentence to dispose. Jesus was sent to the Roman prosecution. I was seeing if it said any more. But it's got a lot about